I just noticed Lothar's on Ricky. That's a good name, actually. For any noobs out there, Lothar's is the item that makes you invisible, and Ricky's ult is invisible. I hope I didn't just kill the funny moment there, but I had to explain it. Some noobs just laughing their head off now. I don't know.
A player's force
Funny name. Gyrocopter has an interesting item build. Yeah, Gyrocopter is being successful considering the circumstances, so I guess I can't say anything against this. I'm pretty sure he's going Scepter, but it could be Scatty or something else. Invoker has an okay build. It's only been 25 minutes, so I guess it's not supposed to be a crazy build. Maybe they could be better in a way. This Urn of Shadows actually is really good for Invoker, especially since he uses Tornado a lot, which does do, you Tornado them and then you Urn of Shadows them after if they're at low HP. And again, you could use Tornado to help save opponents and stuff. Going to middle lane here. Looks like the Sentinel is doing a push. This is risky, however necessary in order to overcome in the game to win this game. Homing Missile on Admiral. We have ult on Admiral. 2 ults, Pudge and Gyros. Admiral did die there, and Tidehunter is safe. Invoker being slowed. Possibly gonna Ghost Walk. There's the Homing Missile. We got Gush also. Oh, wow. They just ended his killing spree. However, they're both at low HP. Rexar's gonna try and take advantage of this. If he could get his Quill Beast to get 1 poison in on them, then they're slow. There's the ult. There's the poison. Interesting that he's going for Gyrocopter. There's the ult by Pudge again. Oh, wow. Amazing. Look at the HP here. This is crazy. I'm absolutely loving the Sentinel at the moment. This is just the Sentinel really good at the moment. I cannot believe they just pulled that off. That's another thing too, when if you're in a winning situation, don't get too smug about it, because it could easily turn around, especially in an EM game. So don't think you won the game just because your team's winning, you've got more tower kills, or you got one guy who's just got a ton of kills on your team, because it could definitely flip the table. The table will get flipped. It could get flipped. So just be careful. I know it is a game and it's for the purpose of entertainment, but if you're going to take it a bit seriously and you want to win, you're going to have to consider this factor. That was an interesting creep dismantle right there. All the creep. Wow. The AoE of Pudge is just such a good AoE. The damage, the slow, the AoE factor of it, it's just really good AoE. Invoker creeping. We've got Balnard doing the stronger creeps here. Beastmaster and Balnard possibly checking the Sentinel's Woods. That was... how much mana does he have? Okay, I guess that's fine. Good mana regen, so it was alright to do that. Also, if you notice that he used that and it cleared the trees, that could be really helpful for situations like if you know an opponent's here and you want to get to them faster. Clear these trees, walk through, kind of thing. He should be using the Scout Hawk ahead of him before he walks. A good way of finding opponents. You can place them in key spots like right here for a lot of vision, or right here even, or at the runes, get vision of the runes, etc. Pudge going pretty far for maintaining a lane, especially since 2 of the Scourge are here and he knows it, so keeping his distance to about here. This is probably the no man's land, the do not go further zone, though Pudge is clearly going further. There's a hook on Invoker. There's the ult. No rot, however. There's the rot. It's a bit late. Invoker healing with Mechanism. EMP, Admiral, and Balinar. Definitely not good for Pudge. And Pudge is out of here. I saw what he was trying to do. You saw what he was trying to do. Trying to get a hook, get Invoker by himself, and possibly kill him. However, he was late on the rot. And he did know there was another opponent there, so... Another Scourge, so... He should have seen the aid coming. And then Balinar, poof, all of a sudden there. Beastmaster pushing bottom lane. Tidehunter maintaining it, trying to keep this tower alive for as long as he can. Wild Axes, followed by Gush. And Beastmaster is able to stay here comfortably and push the lane. And looks like he's going back, so never mind on that part. So the Sentinel basically has one tower left that's not inside their base, and it is low in HP, so it's most likely going to fall soon. And when that happens, the Sentinel will be pressured into their base and possibly a GG, because I don't think they're going to win this. I can't remember my previous games, like what team won and what didn't, because I'm trying not to be biased, but I think I'm kind of siding with the Sentinel in most of my games. I don't know, I just find their scenery pleasant, I guess, rather than barren ground and stuff. I don't know. So maybe if you notice that, just inform me, tell me of that, and I'll try and refrain from having bias in the videos. But if not, then that's great, because that's what I'm trying to aim for. I keep watching Invoker and Beastmaster. There's not many heroes to watch, but I'm trying to think of one that... I don't think I've watched Admiral too much. So Admiral creeping. He does have Sanj and Yasha. Looks like Battle Fury's possibly the next item. Could be Satanic, depending on how much gold he gets. And he has Strength Treads, which is for his hero. That's good. Invoker creeping. Beastmaster beasting it up a notch, I guess. Just nothing's really going on at the moment. We got two people creeping. They're both level 15, so that was unnecessary. Again, they're I'm trying to think of the word. They're at a risky situation going out that far, though, so I guess they were allowed to do that. And I also noticed I keep saying again a lot. Like, I won't even mention anything related to do with it previously, and I'll say again. So if I do that, I guess that's just a habit I have, so excuse that if you will. Yeah, back to the cast. I gotta stay focused here. Yeah, the Scourge are definitely safing this, which is really good for them to do. However, we will have an engagement here. Pudge, feared, voided. Balinar really keeping on this. Really persisting this, and backs out. That was a missed hook by Pudge. There's another void. Gyrocopter and Tide and Pudge with his ult. Gyrocopter ults. Tidehunter ults. There we go. Okay. That was interesting. I think Balinar could have got that kill. It's just he wasn't sure if they were gonna if any teammates were around, which they were. However, they did not get there fast enough in time. The first time Balinar persisted. So Balinar continued to persist. He would have probably killed Pudge there. Instead, he chose... He couldn't make up his mind. Chose to persist, chose not to, and then chose to persist. Being the second persist when the Sentinel was there. When Pudge got his help. His aid. If you see someone in distress, always help them. If you see a damsel in distress, you must help her. Although there's no damsels in this game. Hero-wise. If you see any teammate in distress, help them. It's just good. It's a team game. Dota is a team game. I mean, you can do 1v1s, and most people try and be like the carry of the team, so getting all the kills themselves and saving their team themselves. But it is a team game, so focus more on that aspect rather than yourself and your needs, because if you think of the team, your team's gonna win. And if your team's winning, you get more kills, and yeah, it speaks for itself rather than you just trying to get kills. Pudge took some damage there. Tried to creep, got the Quill Boar, the Quill Beast instead. They're backing out. Looks like it's a full one. Tidehunter was coming, but again, they possibly might not have known if there was more Sentinel there. Maintaining the lane. This is a very, very interesting game. Just, there was all the levers at the beginning, and now it's on a more settled basis. So although the Scourge is winning tower-wise and has pushed their base many times, they aren't making any initial push, any major push, which they could probably do. I mean, both sides are pretty even, but I think the Scourge could do a push if they had to, and they could possibly end the game a lot faster. Here we go, we've got an engagement. Did have an engagement.